As expected, the ECB has left its benchmark interest rate unchanged at 0.05%, the deposit facility rate unchanged at -0.2%. I want to get to John Ferro, who is standing by, in Nicosia, Cyprus, where the ECB is actually meeting today for some reaction. Jonathan, no, everybody expected this. What we want to hear is from Mario Draghi at the press conference today. What's the number one thing you're going to be listening for?
Well, Olivia, of course, we had the pivotal moment. They finally announced quantitative easing. The one thing I'm looking for today is, what are you actually going to buy? OK, you've announced a big programme, 60 billion euros a month, but a third of the Eurozone sovereign debt stock now carries a negative yield. What's your appetite to buy that stuff? How much risk do you want to assume? And if you want to go right down the curve, so to call it, the longer-dated maturities, and buy 30-year debt in places like Italy and Spain, are you sure in the next 30 years those two countries aren't going to get into trouble? There's a lot of colour. It could get a little bit technical at times, but you want a lot of colour on what this programme's really all about. And then, of course, Olivia, you've got the questions on the perennial headache for the Eurozone, Greece.
Which brings up my question, how are they going to measure success?
How do they measure success? Well, the bottom line, why are they doing this, is because inflation has gone negative. There is a concern that inflation expectations have become unanchored, deflation in the Eurozone. For them, success is getting that headline inflation number higher. For me, I'm looking at credit conditions in the Eurozone. It's been a problem for a while. The optimists among us are saying things are getting less bad. You're starting to see a turn in terms of credit conditions. But really, we've got to ask our question, what is this about? Is this about getting borrowing costs down? What is the transmission mechanism for this? Because as far as I see, the number one transmission mechanism for QE right now is the bat of the euro, and that's working.
Yeah, exactly. You might be able to get deflation down. Who knows about what this will actually do to solve the structural problems of the European Union? Chances are not much. Jonathan Ferro, thank you so much for joining us there from Cyprus.